See, the problem with you stud muffins here is that you always watch these videos without a cap meter, but that's gonna change today. Everybody who drops cap in the comments will get a free cap meter. We got Call of Duty in the news. Warzone Dev is pretty angry, but we do have some good news for Warzone. Call of Duty 2021, Battlefield 6, Cyberpunk is also in the news, boys. The US Army needs you with your cap meter. We also have some really good PlayStation news, and it looks like that Sony is actually on fire, and they have stopped doing helicopters with their release. Shout out to every single one of you for 900 likes on the last video. Coming in at number 10, Raven Software Amos Hodge says that cheaters are ruining some of the best work that I've done in my life. And you want to know what? On the other hand, the same Raven's Amos Hodge also confirmed the fact that Call of Duty Warzone will be getting like the next gen upgrade, so we're gonna be getting like 120Hz support for the Sony Pony PS5 and the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. My man is complaining about the cheaters out here, but he's also giving us the 120Hz next gen update before we get the anti-cheat system. So surely now the cheaters are gonna be like, okay, you know, it was a little bit hard to cheat with the 60 FPS. Now we're gonna be able to clearly see everybody with that 120Hz support. Seriously, get the F out of it. We all hate cheaters, right? But just like how Daddy Activision take everybody's lunch money, it's the same way, right? Cheaters love to cheat. It's just how it works. We have homies saying that then invest in a more anti-cheat system. If Warzone was his best work, I don't want to see his worst. That's what I told my wife when she cheated on me. Ow. Raven Software creative director also says that the original Warzone Verdansk map is gone and it's never coming back. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, hey, when did it left? Like, oh, it's the same map. Like, what do you mean, man? But on the real note, though, Warzone is pretty good when you play it with friends, right? I actually kind of like it. I mean, I know I'm part of the problem as well, but really, though, we have good news here. We're going to be getting the next-gen upgrade here. They're also talking about releasing the FOV Slider out here. Studio says that they're looking at its implementation, but have no release date or announcements on it yet. And yeah, sure, it's probably going to come out after GTA 6, and you already know GTA 6 is never coming out. But jokes aside, I'm not trying to gang the devs ideas out there. We're getting a next gen upgrade, and that is pretty poggers in my opinion. Also in the news, dude, this is a massive shocker, okay? This is a massive plot twist. Get your cap meters out there. Despite everything, Cyberpunk 2077 sold extremely well, but how badly did refunds impact the game's success? Turns out they were dropped in an ocean. Refunded copies accounted for less than 0.5% of launch period sales. Bro, I refuse to believe that. These are the numbers that we're getting. So Cyberpunk apparently sold 13.7 million copies in 2020, but the refunds were only 30,000. That accounted for 0.22%. So you're telling me motherfuckers out there over on Twitter were just writing posts and they were not asking for actual refunds? Dude, I just cannot believe it. Like, it's time to, I'm out. People, listen, if you did not like the game, get a refund. If you love the game, I mean, keep it dear to your heart, just like how I keep my fat PS3 dear to my heart. Smash the like button for the fat PS3. On the other hand, motherfuckers over at CD Projekt Red, CEO laughs when asked about Cyberpunk 2077 Stadia sales. I mean, they don't care. They got almost 14 million copies sold and only got like 30,000 refunds. That's like basically nothing compared to almost 14 million copies. Bro, this is next level. This is exactly why all of us get robbed nowadays with these gaming companies. My stud muffin mind thinks that this is actually cap, but also part of me feels like that this is facts, because like, why else they would cap now? Because they actually capped in the past. Government got involved, investors pull out their money, and surely they're not gonna be capping right now about the situation. On a serious note though, they did tank their reputation, so it's gonna be really interesting to see what's gonna happen when they come out with their next game in the coming years. But once again, this just proves that negativity actually sells, which is sadly what I don't want to see, but it always happens. Ladies and gentlemen, if you had a fat PS3, well, get ready to cry tears of joy. PlayStation Home trademark renewal has fans dreaming. You remember this picture? Let me just put it here. This was massive, okay? This actually happened like back in the early days when PS3 came out. I'm not sure if you can still access PlayStation Home, but this was legendary times, man. I remember this. This was massive. It's like you're going inside. It's like a real life. If you have seen Ready Player One movie, it has that kind of essence to it, but it's like on the very low side of things. It's basically nothing like Ready Player One, but in a way, this can be something big if it comes back on PS5. There's speculation that this is gonna be a first title with the PSVR 2, and if that happens, that's gonna be awesome. I hope that you can also play without the PSVR 2, because my room, I have the smallest room alive, so I cannot have the PSVR 2 setup right now, but I still want to jump in on the Sony Pony PlayStation Home 2. This would be amazing, and PlayStation has been on fire recently, just like how Xbox has been on fire, but now PlayStation is coming back, which is something I like. PlayStation will publish a new multiplayer IP from Destiny veterans. We're hearing that Sony is now investing in a AAA multiplayer exclusive game because they already got the story games down, and now they're looking to dive into the multiplayer games, and this is what I love to see, man. Like in the past couple of weeks, Xbox have been like going around, they're looking to purchase that studio, they're looking to purchase that studio, they're looking to go around, give everybody moolah out here, and we heard Sony say absolutely nothing. This is why I always say, Sony Pony or not, Xbox player or not, Soldier player or not, competition is actually good. So Sony is really trying right now, and we also heard that Jim Ryan says that PlayStation has been quietly investing in Sony Pony PlayStation 5 exclusives as well. SIE boss claims that the PS5 generation will have more exclusives than ever before. This is what I love to see. It looks like that Sony has stopped doing helicopters with their release, man. That's what I love to see. Also in the news, the homie Tom came out and he says that not sure if the Roni is gonna be around in 2030s or not. Make sure you guys are washing your hands before smashing the like button. I definitely do not want anyone to catch the Roni. But in Battlefield, face coverings and armor, face shields, helmets are pretty standard with the soldiers. So that's what the man has to say. Shout out to the homie for adding me in the situation. And just recently, DICE did confirm that Battlefield reveal will be happening very soon, but Charlie Intel says DICE confirms Battlefield next gen consoles only, teaser coming soon. This is something that we have talked about on the channel for a while now. We had leaks that this game is only gonna be on next gen, but there also has been leaks that say that it's gonna be on last gen consoles as well. I personally will not take this as confirmation. Now, I don't understand why Charlie Intel is saying that Battlefield will be next gen only when Battlefield officially says that this game will be powered by next gen consoles and PC, which is actually a good news, but at the same time, it doesn't fully confirm that this game is gonna be on next gen only. But really though, by the looks, it's gonna be on next gen only, but it is still not confirmed. So I'm trying to say, if you're on fat PS4, if you're on the fat Xbox One VCRs out there, there is still hope for that. But at the end of the day, if this game is next gen only, then that is good news for the game. But surely a lot of people that are on PS4, the fat PS4, Sony Pony PS4, or the Xbox One's VCR, it's definitely gonna suck for them big time. The reveal is happening within the next 2 weeks, so hit the bell. I will surely be live streaming. Tom also talks about Call of Duty 2021 here. He actually quoted the tweet of Activision, or Charlie Intel, where Activision, Daddy Activision, has confirmed the yearly Call of Duty releases might be revealing later in the year. And this is something that we talked about in the last video. I went through the whole interview, and Tom actually says this: I'm still actively investigating the issues with Vanguard, but as mentioned earlier in the year, I would expect the reveal to be around late August/September. And Charlie Intel also says that Activision president stated in a new interview, this is something that I missed talking about in my yesterday's video, that the development teams are working to ensure that the experience between Warzone and premium Call of Duty games feels seamless in terms of technology/engine. And homies are going wild like, what the F is this about me, Scoop? Meanwhile, this man out here playing the Call of Duty on the PlayStation 2. Look at that. Captain Price out here. Yo, this reminds me of Cyberpunk. Y'all remember that? Oh! But check out this video on the screen. Hit the subscribe bell so I can interrupt you every time you're about to score on your crush. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.